Herodotus tells us in his histories about Histiaeus, who sent a message to his nephew Aristagoras in a most unusual way. Histiaeus shaved the head of one of his slaves, tattooed a message on his scalp, waited for his hair to regrow, and sent the slave on his way. When the slave arrived, he told Aristagoras to shave his head to read the message. This is the first recorded example of steganography, or disguising a message to look like something else. Welcome to Secret Codes and Ciphers. You may have heard of a stegosaur, a dinosaur covered in plates along its back. What does that have to do with steganography? The Greek roots stegos and steganos are related and have the general meaning of covered or hidden. The stegosaurus is covered by plates, and steganography is a way of writing secret messages that are hidden by something else. Imagine you found this correspondence between Francis and Mrs. Covington. Who are they? We don't know. But what looks like an ordinary letter is actually a secret message. You and I would never suspect. But Francis and Mrs. Covington share the same mask that, when placed on the letter, shows its true meaning. Gather some money and meet me today at 5. And Mrs. Covington writes back, place not safe, now meet at southwest corner. This is called a Carden grill. That's grill with an E on the end, and it can be quite time-consuming to get it just right. Another kind of steganography is to paint on the inside of an egg. How could you do that? I've taken this potassium alum and dissolved it in 1 cup of white vinegar. Then I painted on this egg using a Q-tip. We're just about ready to open it up and see if the writing has worked. I wrote the word help, and as you can see, no help is coming. Too bad. This looks like a failed experiment to me. You can also hide messages inside a larger text if you and your partner follow the same rule. For example, take the 3rd letter after every punctuation, or even simpler, take the 1st letter of every word. Did you notice? In the description of this at the library was the phrase, ships engage nor dawdle here ere long ply nightly over waters. What could that mean? Well, if you take the 1st letter of every word, it says send help now. Someone brought me this piece of paper. What looks like a blank sheet might have a message written in lemon juice on it. Let's find out using a candle to decode it. Careful now. A very important message has come through. And if you do this at home, make sure to do it with your grown-up. Why does it work? Heat releases carbon, and when that carbon comes into contact with the air, it oxidizes, turning brown. Time for dinner indeed. In the next episode, we begin our look at secret codes by journeying back to the Revolutionary War. Join us.